Right. 28 October 2025. And we're almost at the end of the month. And it's been a very busy month. We've been present every single day without fail. So Gambakwe 2028 is the campaign for President Pardon Gambakwe for the 2028 elections of Zimbabwe. So we've started early. And currently the program is such that as part of our roadmap, I'm going to contest the Nkulumane elections, which are going to be proclaimed very soon. And then I'll be MP until 2028, at which point I'm going to contest for the presidential election. So it's amazing. We have got no doubt in our capacity, and our manifesto is one of the best manifestos ever in the country of Zimbabwe. I've been getting calls from all over the world to say, Gambakwe, your manifesto is amazing. So let us go into what has happened, some breaking news. Then I'm going to take you through something that has been brought to my attention about the Nkulumane constituency and why Gambakwe does not qualify, according to some people, does not qualify to contest in Matabeleland. So I would like to start with the very grave situation that occurred at Parliament today, where during President Mnangagwa's address inside of Parliament, there was a power cut. I was live with you right here. And then power went off. And then Mnangagwa was in the dark, in danger once again. No one knew what was going to happen in that dark place where there was no power. And all stations were off. The people inside Parliament had to leave in a half, rushed out. And I'm going to show you that video tomorrow. It's so sad what happened. That our Parliament, which is so beautiful, failed to have power for almost 10 minutes. People were in the dark. And as I said, it's a national security threat when your president is in a dark room. I will never allow it that I be in the dark when people I don't know are around me. So it turns out that the Speaker of Parliament of Zimbabwe says that this was not natural. It was not an accident. There are people behind this, unknown people who are behind it. And police investigations have started. So let me now show you Speaker of Parliament speaking, then we'll move on to very, very important subjects.
I think it is proper that we apologize to His Excellency the President and the House for the electricity outage. And matters had been arranged that there would be an automatic switch on over once there was a problem either with ZESA or our generator. It is, however, important to note that we shall go beyond what happened and trace the culprits and deal with them accordingly. And those that will be found wanting will regret the day of their existence.
If you are responsible, you are going to regret the day you were born. That is what the Speaker of Parliament of Zimbabwe has said to those people that caused the power cut in Parliament. Pasinemi, that is what the Speaker of Parliament is saying. You are going to be found and you'll be handed down like a mad dog. That is what he said. It's so funny. I can't believe it. But that is what the Speaker of Parliament of Zimbabwe said. You regret the day you were born. So let's see what happens to that investigation. It will be interesting to find out if they're going to start investigating other people whose names I won't mention. So they will start investigating some people who are very close to some other people, and it will end up very, very badly. So let us go quickly into the next thing. Kudata Gure was there at Parliament today. It was amazing to see Kudata Gure at Parliament and to see that Chiwenga was not there. So what they've done is that they made sure that Chiwenga doesn't appear, and then Kudata Gure appears. Someone has called me and explained to me that Mnangagwa sent Chiwenga on an errand. So Chiwenga didn't boycott. Mnangagwa sent him on an errand. So that is away from Parliament. And most of the time that you see Chiwenga away, it's actually Mnangagwa who would have sent Chiwenga to say, go to this place and go to this place. And then people think Chiwenga is boycotting. It's not true. But today, I think if Chiwenga was president, they were going to blame him for the power cut. Guys, what happened is bad. What happened is bad. I'm telling you, the power cut was so bad. 10 minutes, the president was in the dark for 10 minutes. And those who don't believe it, let me show you a picture before I go to the next story. It's so sad. President Mnangagwa, Sadak, Che, Komesa, Che, had to sit in the dark. Look at that. He was in the dark and no one knew who was coming behind him or on the side or whatever side. This is the worst thing that has ever happened in Zimbabwe. Someone has to pay. Someone must pay according to the Speaker of Parliament. Okay, I think we've got to go to the next thing. We have to go to the next thing. Otherwise, those will tell. Okay, I think let's cover what's important. There are some people who think that I cannot contest the material land. They say that only people that speak Sindebele must contest in material land. And I've said before, I speak Sindebele, fluent Sindebele, I qualify. If that is the criteria, I qualify. But on a serious note, Gambako has got one of the best manifestos. We want to work through what is called the Nkulumane Development Committee. We are going to create a lot of jobs in Nkulumane. We are going to create a CBD, so a Central Business District in Bulawayo. I'm already working with people right now to map and create a map, a development map of Nkulumane with the buildings in the CBD. So we'll tell you very soon and we'll release it to the public so that you can see where our CBD is going to be and how beautiful it's going to be. We're going to give houses as part of our manifesto for the presidential election. We're going to give houses. So we're going to start in Nkulumane, we'll give houses. We're going to create a program for graduates, for young families, for pensioners, for young kids. We're going to have green spaces and we're going to have many, many companies. We're going to go into gold mining. We're going to go into technology, into water, and we're going to provide electricity. These things are going to be done through the MP's office. So if you're in Nkulumane and you listen to people who are going to tell you about tribe, Munofane Nzara, so what you need to do, focus on the manifesto. If someone come to you and they want to be MP, ask them, what is your manifesto? What do you want to do in Nkulumane? I grew up in Nkulumane. I entered Nkulumane 42 years ago. That is when I started staying at Nkulumane. Kuma 3 rooms, next to the clinic. That is our house, where I used to stay. Then I moved when I was a student. I used to live right next to Sgombe Primary School. Right there. Is this Sgombe Primary School or secondary? It's Gombe. That was where I used to stay, next to that. And then after that, obviously, I moved. And I'm a property owner of Bulawayo. I stay in Bulawayo. My house is right in the CBD. So what I want you guys to understand, all that is nothing compared to what we're planning to do. So what we're planning to do is to make Nkulumane one of the biggest constituencies, one of the best run constituencies. And I now want to show you a man saying Gambako cannot run as MP. I want to show you this because I am aware of everything that's happening. So the argument being made here is that people from Mashonaland, people from Masvingo, people from any other province must only contest in the province where they come from because they don't understand the things that are needed in the provinces or the localities where they are supposed to be MPs. So if someone from Bulawayo becomes an MP in Masvingo, they won't understand the problems of Masvingo. And if someone is in Masvingo for 42 years and they speak Ndebele, they are not yet a member of Masvingo. They must still go back. So I want to debunk this. So let's now listen to the man speaking.
Nangu ndoda lo bamiza bathi ngugambakho. Uthi yena ufuna ukuba ngu-MP eNkulumane lapha. Siyazi eNkulumane kuzoba le by election emva kokubana sithiywe ngumoya. So uGambakho is one of abantu abafuna ukucontesta lapha eNkulumane. Liyazini guys, kulento enhleli ngisho la ukuthi ayikho indoda engasuka emzini wayo. Ichiya umuzi wayo, ichiya ukudevelop umuzi wayo. Ithi so develop umuzi wenye indoda. Ayikho into enjalo. Kuyabe nje kukhona azokuthayimela kulowo muzi. uGambakho uzalwe eSishoneni, which I believe ukuthi la asuka khona zikhona izinkinga ezimdingayo njengoGambakho ukuthi mhlambe zilungisiswe. But usezichiya, usesithi nasesifuna uzolungisa inkinga zeNkulumane. Ngicabanga ukuthi nina ngesure uzolungisa inkinga zeNkulumane umbe uzosidingela umsebenzi nje. Ufuna ukuzolisebenzisa lina abantu beNkulumane ukuthi aphile nalabantu abakhe. You know, when you are selecting ama leaders guys, especially uma ukhetha uMP labo council, khethani umuntu elihlala laye, umuntu wazi inkinga zenu, umuntu eliphila laye, umuntu olomuzi khonapha lapha elihlala khona, elikwazi khona ukuthi kungathiwa kuhamba ugets laye uba affected, kungathiwa akulamanzi laye uba affected. You can't elect a leader ozabe ehlala kwenye indawo enjoy ihospitality yenye indawo kodwa kuthiwa nguleader wenu. Doesn't make any sense. Yes, i-constitution yeZimbabwe iyavumela ukuthi umuntu aconteste loba kuphi lapha afuna ukucontesta khona kuma lokho kuma boundaries eZimbabwe. Ngiyakhona la mnyinje ukuthi ngihambe ngicontesta lokuzeni eKariba loba kuphi. But do you think ukuthi mabe ngangivotela abantu beKariba ngingakhohlwa ukuthi mina ngibuye eMathebeleland? Ngicabanga ukuthi mina manje ngathola imali nxa uthiwa ngidecide ukuyifaka imali yokudevelopment, ngingadevelop iKariba ngichiye zami inkinga zangapha eMathebeleland nathi siyidinga ngapha idevelopment. Ayikho le. So uGambakho mayefika kini ivele ikuflathela nje ngoba hle mthetho hayi zwana Gambakho ongazidlalisa isikhathi sakho mntana abantu. Ayikho. Kumbe maye ngafika maye lezinto lema resources, thathanini ama resources li develop isigaba. Come day ama election vele lingathalazi le face yakhe, khethanini umuntu elihlala la. Angabuye phethe ama resources ethu zolinikeza thathani ngoba vele zimali zelizwe lezi, thathanini li develop isigaba. But ma come day yokuvota flathelanini vele lingakhangela ngudoti. uGambakho laba ngabantu asebechawe impilo, yabo. Maybe impilo simhlule eSouth Africa lapha ahlale khona. Usecabanga ukuthi sokumele ajani a relocate ayihlale eZimbabwe. eZimbabwe wakhona akazanga invest wadlala ngesikhathi. Usecabanga ukuthi mana ngingenje ku politics ukuze ngikwazi ukuqhubeka ngiphikisa abantwana. Secabanga ukuthi sefuna uzolisebenzisa lina bantu beNkulumane ukuthi aphakama akukhulisa abantu abakhe. Ngoba lingamvotela ula allowance azabe eyithola eParliament, ulama benefits azabe wathola. So alike limbuze mayifika kini khona apho bantu benko ukuthi kathi inkinga zalapho suka khona wena lapho zalwa khona usuziqedile yini, usucabanga ngathi ngapha eNkulumane. Lingayenza imistake enjalo bantu beNkulumane vele.
All right. Lingayenzi leyo mistake bantu beNkulumane. I want to start by saying I don't want the vote of anyone who is tribalistic. Don't vote for me. If you're a tribalist, don't vote for me. I don't want your vote. I am going to get enough votes to win the elections. I don't want you to vote for me if you're a tribalist. If you think that only people that speak in the valley or people that are local, according to you, if you were born in Nkulumane, I was one of the first people to arrive in Nkulumane before there were windows on the houses. So when we arrived, Sekusile supermarket was still under construction. So I want to debunk this thing of saying only Ndebele people or Ndebele speaking people can be voted. I can see if we go to the MPs, that has been the pattern. We're going to break that pattern. That is over. People would campaign on tribe. It's over. Secondly, Ndebele language is not homogeneous in Matabeleland or in Bulawayo. So there are multiple tribes. So firstly, we don't want to hear anyone talking tribe when I start moving on the ground, we won't be choosing to say, let's go to this house which speaks in the valley, or let's go to that house that speaks Shona. That way of campaigning is over. There has been 45 years, which means we've had 9 MPs or 9 terms. Nkulumane is not developed. I've got a developmental agenda and a clear manifesto. Our manifesto is simple. We're going to work through a committee. We're going to provide jobs. We're going to have a CBD. And I'm capable because I've got a national profile. So we want the people who've got a national profile in Nkulumane, who grew up in Nkulumane. I graduated in Nkulumane. And obviously, like other people, I had to go and look for work. But I've got the right to come home and contest in my constituency where I was born, where I stayed. So I don't want to say where I was born because I arrived there when I was in grade 7. Then I moved and I stayed in Nkulumane all my primary school. I finished there. I went to high school at Mzimane High School. I went to varsity at NAST. I stayed in Nkulumane throughout all my university days. But I don't have to justify myself. Clearly, I've got nothing to apologize for. You will never hear me apologizing for being from Maswingo and living in Machiavelli. I don't apologize for it. And there's no person with a better manifesto than me. I can assure you. And in terms of delivery, nationally, I'm going to run for president. Do you think Nkulumane will have a different president? Is your president from local? Does your president not understand your problems because they are not from Nkulumane? Is your councillor? Is your senator? Do you know who your senator is? Have you ever seen your councillor? Those are the kind of questions that we have. So clearly, I can see that he's polite. He's got a polite demeanor. So I don't fault him for the way he's speaking. He's very polite in the way he's speaking here. He's very polite, and I don't take it any offense what he's saying. All I'm trying to say is, when we talk about an MP, we want the best MP. The questions that is asking, are you developing Nkulumane because where you're coming from, it's developed. That is where I come from. So don't say, if you are staying at a certain place and someone is contesting, you say, why don't you go and develop another place? There is no person who lives in Nkulumane right now who is originally from Nkulumane. It's a suburb. So there are people who come from different places in Zimbabwe. There is no person who was born in Nkulumane or whose father was born in Nkulumane. It was not there. It didn't exist as a bush. It's like asking someone to say, were you born in Mbundani or what? No one is from there. So let's get that off the ground. Then you must be a resident. We are going to create a CBD in Nkulumane. So within the next 6 months, we are going to give you a plan for a CBD, Central Business District. There's currently no CBD in Nkulumane. We are going to create a CBD in Nkulumane, where you are going to have a town, a small town in Nkulumane. So who do you think is going to live there? We're going to have gated communities there. We're going to be able to do it. So we'll do it. We'll use the diaspora of Nkulumane. We'll use the graduates of Nkulumane. We'll use the young families of Nkulumane. We're going to create small businesses that are going to generate income. How many of your MPs have ever generated income? In Bulawayo, there are 20 MPs in Bulawayo Metro. How many of your MPs have an income generating project? I challenge all of them, regardless of what language they speak. They've never done anything except give you a t-shirt. So all you get from your MPs right now is to get a t-shirt. And you're lucky if you get a t-shirt. So we're going to make a difference in our city. And we're going to do very, very well. As I said to you, my home is right in the middle of the CBD of Bulawayo. So I know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about something. So when you say, which are you in Pilo? When I finished NAS 2001, I bought my first house within a year. So ngichaye impilo njani? Wenunga, wenza. So do you see me here every day? I speak to over 100,000 people a day. You want to miss out on an MP that can impact you because you're worried about tribe, what language someone speaks. So that kind of thinking, we don't want it. I don't want young people that are going to come and think that way. And to those who are campaigning against me, so let's say you are going to be a candidate, you are going to lose very badly because you've got no manifesto. And on top of that, you've got no platform. So we don't see you. That is why when you go to parliament, we have never seen any of our MPs reporting back to say what's happening. Have you ever seen a report back from your MP? Except you see them whizzing past in their new brand Ford Ranger. The whiz left, the whiz right. That's all. That's all they do. So let's see the last one. Don't listen to Gambakwe. When you see him, just ignore. Yes, all the tribalist people, ignore me. I don't want your vote. I don't want it. I'm going to get only the vote of young people that want development, that want a job, that want to have a CBD. When we're done, Nkulumane is going to be the most developed constituency ever, and we're going to do so well. So we're going to do very, very well. And our committee is going to work with us, starting within the next 3 months. The Zimbabwe Electoral Commission is going to proclaim a vacancy. As soon as they proclaim a vacancy, we start working. You're going to see us putting up the WhatsApp groups. You're going to see us putting in place the websites, everything that we need to run. However, I want you to understand something. It is an honor to work for the people of Nkulumane, but also for the people of Nkulumane, it will be a great advantage to your children to have an MP who is going to be president. Imagine if your MP is also going to be the president. All the things that are going to happen in your constituents are going to be right there at the top. At the moment, look at Mnangagwa's constituency. Afana road. Mnangagwa anagadzana road. Kana road zvayo inaenda kumusha kwake. Na Mnangagwa hakuna ne dust chete. We want a proper president. Some of the people that are MPs, in Bulawayo Metro, it's so embarrassing. They've never been even to Bulawayo. It's so sad. Right. Chamisa was loved by all because he is Shona, but not Zanu. I don't know about Chamisa. What about Gambakwe for president? Yes, we're going to have a roadmap. So within the next 2 to 3 years, I'll be working as MP, setting up the connections, setting up the links so that we have the understanding of the system. And then in 2028, I'm going to contest as president. Imagine if I can't win as MP, I might just as well abandon the presidential. Imagine if you lose as MP, what are your chances? It's like Pastor Ivan can't even win as a councillor. Do you remember that? We told the men contest as a president, couldn't win as a councillor. That was shocking. So we want to address that problem. Our manifesto is so strong. We are going to give houses to people. If you're in Nkulumane, we're going to create a CBD. We're going to give you houses. We're going to have multiple income generating projects. And I can't wait because we've got so much. And the clarity that I've got, no one has got it in our country. You cannot help but to love Gambakwe. Gambakwe for president. Gambakwe for Nkulumane MP. So many people have been calling me saying, Gambakwe this, Gambakwe, let's do this. I'm willing to listen, but we are going forward. Forward ever. Backward never. Forward ever. Backward never. Okay, I like it. Guys, I love Nkulumane. We're going to do so well. The biggest constituency in Bulawayo is Nkulumane. Maybe there are now bigger ones, but ever since it's been the biggest one, and you need a proper MP, you need someone who's going to be able to deliver. I think you like it, and I like it. Let's see, Mnangagwa. I told blessing Chibundo asi akazowina ku president one. No, Mnangagwa, the problem with him is in his actual constituency, even Auxilia was an MP. They have never delivered anything. The roads, they are shocking. It's very, very shocking to see the roads in Mnangagwa's constituency. I can't believe it. So that's the kind of things we don't like. Where I am going to be in charge, you're going to see 160 towns, multiple jobs, and our diaspora. We're going to start its Nkulumane now. We're going to create in our CBD at least, I promise right now, at least 20,000 residential stands where we're going to give our diaspora houses. We're not going to build white. We're going to build up. We're going to build a lot. We're going to go to guys in South Africa, UK. We're going to go to guys in New Zealand, Australia, and we'll give you accommodation. Inside of Nkulumane, we'll build places. We're going to go and get partners. Don't say you're going to look for someone who stays in Nkulumane. That person doesn't have access to anyone. So if you're going to look for someone, an old person or an elderly person who is staying in Nkulumane, say, yeah, this is our father. Our father. We want our father to go MP. They won't be able to reach where you want to go. You want someone that can, you can call me right now. I'm not talking about tomorrow. Like right now, as you speak, you can call me and say, MP Gambakwe, President Gambakwe, what do we do here? The situation is like this. In the past, you have had MPs that when you go to them, they also need help. You don't want such an MP. You don't want an MP that you need to help. Or an MP that is so arrogant that you can't reach them. You remember in the past, we had some very top high-level ministers as MP of Nkulumani, and they didn't care. Now is a different time. We are going to do so well. And most of you are like, Gambakwe, are you going to win the elections? Yes, I'm going to win the elections. Do you know how many youngsters right now are looking forward to me being the MP of their constituency? They've got no idea where they're going to get a job, where they're going to get a house. We've got a solution. And we're going to work together with them. That is why we're going to do well. And that is why Gambakwe is the MP, the correct MP for your constituency. Guys, don't just claim for every guys. Okay. All right. I think I've covered it. Let me look at the comments. One comment about someone saying they don't want to be tribalistic. I may sound tribalistic, yes, but the truth is, in my entire 45 years, I've never seen a good leader from the Shona tribe besides thieves, thugs, and criminals. Which, in my view, is that Shonas were never born to lead because everything they touch is rotten. If there's anyone disagreeing with me, please give me a single Shona leader who is an inspiration to the people, because I know and the ones still there are worse than, yes, that is your opinion. Gift important. So I'm sure that many people will agree with me that this used to be important in the past to say who is the Shona person, who is the Ndebele person. It's no longer important. If I go to your house right now in Nkulumane and I say which houses speak both Shona and Ndebele, there are so many houses. And if we say let's vote on tribe, so I say, oh, the Shona guys stand this side, oh, the Ndebele guys stand this side, let's vote. Do you think we'll ever go anywhere in life? So I want to address this because I don't want it to be an issue ever. We will never make this an issue. You are not going to win. If you are one of the people who plan to contest and you think you win by being a tribalist, you will never ever win that way. You are going to have to come to the people with a manifesto. If you don't have a manifesto, save your $1,000. Save your $1,000. Don't come because you're going to lose. Okay. Young ones, don't listen to social media. Only Edward Gambakwe. Yes, Nkulumane is so small. I'll be able to walk house by house like this. Nkulumane. I'll go there to Sekusile. I'll go to Vulinjela. Blawe City Council is so funny. You still have Vulinjela. Eh? Only. You haven't developed the city. I'll go to Vulinjela. I'll go to Chabalala, Emaflatin. Nisuke. Ngale police station. Nisuke. Ngale Nkulumane is tiny like this. It's a small place. Don't think people don't know me. They know me very well. They are fed up of MPs that they've never seen. An MP that you can't call, you've got no website, got nothing. So Nkulumane.org is almost done. We are busy with it. We're not going to make these platforms active until the proclamation happens. So let me show you what we've done so far. I want you guys to understand. I am not an ordinary person. I want you guys to understand. I'm not an ordinary person. I work hard. I work 22 hours a day. So your MP is going to be working 22 hours a day. And I've been here for the past 15 years. So this is our website. It's already Hello World. So Hello World, those who know Hello World, we are going to work with young people. We're going to do so well. We are going to find a different constituency. And people are going to beg to become members of Nkulumane. So what we're going to do, we're going to register everybody. Our website, I promise that by next week, Friday, there will be a facility for you to register yourself as a member of the constituency and also your family and your family in the diaspora. If you've got family in the diaspora, you're going to register them. Your graduates, what you graduated in, young families, if you're young, recently married, we want to give you a house. We're going to start the females and males who recently got married. So if you got married and then Nkulumane, we're going to register you. We're going to do a CBD plan, which has got multiple facilities, houses, hardwares, farming, all these things, electricity, we're going to have it. Then we're going to go to Mayor David Cotter to present him with a plan. And what we're going to do is it will be a complete plan worth 50 years. When Smith was planning, you know the guy called Smith? Smith, you remember Smith? Ian Smith. Did you ever think that one day you say, yeah, this guy was a good at planning? Ian Smith planned the city for 100 years. The current government of ZANU-PF is 45 years. They have planned zero. They're still building Gwai Shangani Dam. Gwai Shangani Dam, something that was planned by Smith. They're still building Trabablas, which was planned by Smith. They're still building those interchanges. In Harare, there's 2 interchanges. Per flyover. Do you know per flyover, Pamakova? And also Trabablas, 2 interchanges in a country. So what do we want to do? We want a developmental agenda. We want people that are hungry for change. People that want to do work. We don't want people that are going to talk tribalism. And if you are in South Africa and you're from Kulumane, you can take what I'm saying to the bank. We're going to reach you and we're going to make sure that you come home. We don't want Kulumane to be a place with no takeaway, nothing. In Kulumane, the only thing you can do is to buy sweets and chips. We want to change it and it will be amazing. Where are you going to get those houses? Okay, very good question, Nube. I love it. So, what we're going to do is we're going to have a plan and we're going to present it here. We're going to fly a drone and make a proposal. So, we'll make proposals and say, here's our proposals. Nkulumane has got so many empty and open spaces. Do you know that Nkulumane has got so many open spaces? We're going to plan around those open spaces. We're going to plan around, especially the area around, when you see the complex, or this area, this side down, which is just beyond the Heroes Acre. We're going to plan around it. We're going to go even and ask other areas. I'll let you know which areas. It doesn't matter. You don't have to stay in Kulumane to have a house there. Bulawayo is tiny like this. We are going to find deep space. All you have to be is from Kulumane. Because when we mine, we're not going to mine in Kulumane. We're going to mine in Bubi. We're going to mine in Gwanda. When you do our agricultural projects, you can't even plant a cabbage in Kulumane. Why? You don't even have an irrigation scheme. Why? So those old ladies who plant maize, we can do better. We are going to get all our graduates. I'm not the expert at everything. We're going to register, as I said, all our graduates, all our young families. And you never, ever look for a property or a place to buy again. So let me tell you what we're going to do. We're going to put a marketplace online where if you're selling something in Kulumane, you'll be able to just go there and place your item, or even put some things that you don't expect. I can't say them here because I don't want you to start saying, hey, MP, might I say, Kanavaramba development, yeah, we are Kumashingo. I can't come to Mashingo. I'll never contest in Mashingo, unfortunately, because Mashingo is my home. So what we're going to do, I'll wait to be president, and then we'll fix it. Do you know that every politician you know is from Mashingo? Do you know that Mnangagwa, all they are from Mashingo? Chamisa, Skala, Ngarivume is my homeboy. Chamisa is my homeboy. All these guys, you know, Sekruma Suka. From my area, we've got so many people who are politicians. But let me tell you the secret. The new leader we want to have right now, must be full of love. Because people have lost a lot. So people have lost a lot. So our new president must be a giving president. You can't be a president that says, do it yourself. We are going to have to go and say, people have lost money. People have lost pensions. People have lost health. People don't have houses. How do we give them? So we're going to have a period of giving from our government. Our government must be a giving government. So Nkulumane is going to be a blueprint for what we're planning to do. I know that you love it. Young people, listen to me. Don't listen to old way of thinking. We want a new way of thinking. We want people who take leadership. I'm so disappointed when I see people that shy away from being leaders. So I want us to lead. And when we lead, it will show. It will show. Nkulumane will never be the way it looks. It's so embarrassing. I've got a young man that I'm going to be working with. And he's been doing a lot in the space in Nkulumane. So very soon we'll be able to tell you what we're planning. But What I want you to know is that there will be a plan. So it will be on paper. 50 years from now, people will come back and say, Gambakwe planned this. Gambakwe planned this. You put a statue of Gambakwe next to the statue of Umdala Wetu. Umdala Gambakwe. Umdala Gambakwe. Ulama Planika. Cool. All right. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. I love Nkulumane. But let me tell you something. I will never, ever apologize for contesting in Nkulumane. And you're going to get a lot more than you expect. Right, I've talked too much, and this is the plan. By the way, this is the plan. This is Gutu. This is what we're going to do to Gutu. The town that we're going to build is not going to be an open town, like what you know. We're going to build a completely closed off town. So our city will be inside like this, and that is our plan. I'll show you. But I'm sure there are many people in Nkulumane who are into development, who are into design. So you will see a lot of what we're going to do. I would love to sit here for the whole night and talk to you, and then wake up again at 5 a.m. and talk to you. But do you know that when I wake up at 5, I would have woken up at 2. So I only sleep 1, 2 hours. That is crazy. It's crazy. I sleep 2 hours. And that is because of Mve. Please buy a packet. Guys in the UK, support us. Become part of my campaign. We are in for one of the best periods in our country. We're going to do so well. And as I said, we don't want people that are afraid to lead. People of Nkulumane, people of Bulawayo, let's lead. Let's have love. Because as I said, we need to have love for our young people, for our disadvantaged people. One of the things I want to do at Nkulumane is to build a private hospital. We're going to build a private hospital in our CBD. You will never again have to go to town to print, to buy clothes, to go to gym. Most of you, where's your gym, by the way? You don't have a gym, right? We're going to put health facilities. We're going to put hotspots. It will be one of the best constituencies ever. And then tomorrow, Nyoka Mabuni is appearing in court. If you're able, please go there and support our brother. I have written to Mnangagwa to give amnesty to these youngsters. They have been misled very badly. Mnangagwa, kumbira wa Mnangagwa, muregerere wana, regerere wana, wenyu, wakataza, wana nyoka ya mabunu, waregerere wa Mnangagwa. Samba yangu makaiwona wa Mnangagwa. So forgive our youngsters, withdraw the charges. Let's move on to the next, what can I say? Next chapter. We'll talk to these youngsters. He suffered enough. 150 days in jail is enough. So let's talk and have some amnesty in our country. It's clear that we've reached a point where the only way out is elections. So we want elections, and let's make sure that that happens. I would like to thank all of you for watching and all your attention. Come back, you get notes from Boko. Yes, President Boko. I will literally go and camp in Botswana for a few weeks to learn how to become like him. And then Nkulumane in your dreams. Yes, Sanele Gumbo. In my dreams, I've got so much dreams for our Nkulumane. When we started in Nkulumane, let me tell you how it was like. My parents used to work, my father, in fact, used to work at Belmont. So my father would walk to work at Belmont. You would cross Nkulumane, Nketa, Bellevue, and then you get to work. And then in the evening, you walk back. You come to Nketa. You cross Nkulumane, you cross, is it called Bellevue? Yes. And then you come home. My job was to make sure that our vegetable garden, you know that in Nkulumane, everyone has got a vegetable garden. Is to make sure that every vegetable garden was, there was food there. So we were quite a big family. One thing I know, Nkulumane families, they normally have one person who's working. There are many families with no one that is working. Approximately, our constituency has got between 250 to 300,000 people. Of those, only about 40,000 are registered. So in the whole of Bulawayo metropolitan, there are 180,000 people who vote. So 1/4 of the people that vote in Bulawayo and in Nkulumane So Nkulumane is like an election. When you do an election at Nkulumane, it's like an election. So I want you guys to understand the poverty and how we need to solve it. We can only solve poverty by developing ourselves as a group. So you can't get someone from outside to develop you. You need to have a plan. Then the outsiders will come to your plan. That is what I always talk to Mnangagwa about, the train. You can't go and say to China, how do you do a train? So we need to have a plan. We need to have 1 million people in Nkulumane. Right now we've got 250,000. The plan is to have 1 million people in Nkulumane. Then you'll be able to have rail because there will be enough people. You'll be able to have skyscrapers. You'll be able to do a lot. You'll be able to have schools, private hospitals. So want to put a private hospital there, want to put a hardware, want to construct many, many buildings, a CBD, want people to come and have tourism and gym, those things that you have in South Africa, want to have them. And I don't want our youngsters to stay in South Africa working in restaurants and being chased by Dudula. So we want our people back. And we're going to call them back. We're going to register them. That's why I'm saying our website is going to be central in what we're planning. And you can see that I'm not reading from a paper. That is because I know what I'm talking about. We know what to do. And we've got no doubt about it. So that is amazing. I am so excited. Nice shirt. Keep up. Right. So I went to Zambia. So when we go to Zambia, there is a hotel. So I can't tell you the hotel where I was staying. So there's a hotel there. And there's a guy, he did this shirt while I was standing there. He's so good. So I'm going to, he's actually on Pinterest. Let me see who is my Pinterest. Pinterest.com. I'm going to give him a plug because he's so good. Like, I bought stuff for myself. I bought stuff for my wife. It was amazing. So let me see who's this guy. Anyway, I get distracted. I'll give you tomorrow. I'll give you tomorrow. I'll put it on my Facebook so that you guys, when you go to Zambia, you buy there. I've got my own tailor here in South Africa. Tari. Let's see if the website is up. I was working on it today. TariDesigns.com. If you go to TariDesigns.com, that was Zimbabwean designer. But what we're going to do, all the people in Nkulumane who've got a business, we're going to put you on a website. If you're selling a bed, you just go to nkulumane.org, you buy your bed. If you're buying a TV, if you're selling, we're going to put a marketplace for you there. You'll be able to market your stuff. And I'm even going to put a dating site there because I know what you guys. Yeah, I think I've covered it. It's all good. It's amazing. And we're going to do so well. So we love it. And guys, thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow morning. I needed to work out, but it's raining so bad here that the rain is so hard. And I don't understand why it rained. Like it's been raining for 3 hours. So it's crazy. Goma Peter, I love you. Too much love for you. I'll come there and we'll talk. And as I said, military, nurses, teachers, we're also going to register you. So if you're in Nkulumane, if you're a nurse, if you're a teacher, if you're in military, if you're intelligence, obviously intelligence can't register you. Otherwise, we don't know you. So I'll make a plan. I'll see how we can do it. We'll register you and we'll give you houses. Do you know that the government gave teachers houses in Nkulumane? Like most of the teachers got houses in Nkulumane. We're going to do better. And I'll go to beg. I'll go to Mayor Kotat's office and I'll beg him. Say, Mayor, here's our plan. We share it with all of you and then we'll see what happens. Remember, everything must be in 50 years. Plan like the Chinese. The Chinese plan in 50 and 100 years. They don't plan in 5 years. So we want to have a 50-year plan. And it will be amazing. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I love it. Don't forget what we're talking about. We're talking about power cut. Mnangagwa. Then we went into this whole thing. Right. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. I'll see you in the morning. And a good night to you all. Let's look for our city, our new city of Nkulumane over there.